is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast, guys. Thanks for joining us on one of the great debates about when you're on a date, should you go halves in the meal? And if someone doesn't, well, can you contact them afterwards saying, transfer me the money?
No,
because
you
the
can't.
date's not going any further. If there's not a second date, are you fine to say, give me a bit of cash for that?
Afterpay? Can you use Afterpay?
I don't think you can afterpay on a date.
Buy now, pay later?
I don't think that works. That is one of the great topics to debate. And there's some horror stories about tight bums out there. And one guy just went on a date for a coffee. And wait till you find out what happened next. It's on the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
There's a couple of things that I need to... we need to sort out together here, Whip, if you can go through this with
What
me.
has happened?
First of all, this story starts with the words, a Gold Coast influencer.
You have my attention.
A Gold Coast influencer, formerly known as the Environmental Cowboy, is under fire after grabbing a huge carpet python by the tail and waving it around while shirtless and barefoot in the bush for an Instagram video. Now, I'm going to put this up on the screen for you so you can have a look at Corey Hancock.
Okay.
So this is Corey.
Oh, yeah.
Corey describes himself as a leading environmental scientist, entrepreneur and a thought leader.
It's a massive snake.
It's huge. Now, a lot of people are saying, you're firing it up, Corey. He does it for minutes. It's trying to bite him.
Well, Corey, the snake does not want to be picked up, and it's in its natural environment.
No.
It's not on the front lawn at home.
Corey has also claimed to have been offered roles on reality shows including The Bachelor, Married at First Sight and Love Island, but turned them all down because it's not the right way to go for me, he says in an interview.
I'm nature, man. How dare you try and lock me up?
Okay, so there's a lot of people blowing up saying, Corey, leave the snake alone. It's fired up. It's aggressive. It's trying to bite you.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can actually have a listen. You can actually hear a woman in the background yelling out, Corey, stop it. Have a listen.
He's a big fella, this one. He's one of the bigger ones I've seen. You can see the size here.
Oh, careful.
Just don't want him to strike me. I'll leave him alone in a minute. I just want to get a good feel for how big he is.
Look out, Corey.
So, okay, so the thing that I need to focus on here, I mean, it's the most important thing that we need to focus on is he spelt the name Corey Khorry.
Khorry. Okay, mate. Corey, the spelling of your name, the lack of shirt, and being handsy with a snake in the wild is all coming together beautifully for you.
13/24/10 on your Friday morning. Basic names spelt differently.
It's good, isn't it? Do you know what? I don't know why people, they attempt to go with a traditional name and they'll go, yeah, we're just into traditional names, but then they spell it completely differently, creative spelling for the sake of it. Tommy and I were at a pub in Byron Bay one time.
Oh,
Remember we met
yes.
the girl... Amy, but it was AAMI.
Yes.
So it was spelt
What?
like the insurance company.
It was not. It was not.
And they went, it's just different to the normal spelling of Amy.
Oh,
We
was
went,
her nickname Lucky?
I think so, Lucky Amy. I don't think it was Lucky, but that's how she decided to. Well, her family decided to spell her name.
Well, her boyfriend would have to be. Her boyfriend would have to be called Lucky, wouldn't he? Because
you would think so.
Lucky he's with Amy.
Yeah, very lucky.
Okay, 13/24/10. If you know someone with a basic name, but it's spelt completely different. And I think this happens quite a bit out there, but Corey is spelt Khorry.
Yeah, okay.
All right?
Okay.
So
Well,
that's not right.
Christian in Camden's given us a call. Of course, he's right there. Christian, what's the name, mate?
I've seen a post put up about weird names, and this one was Caitlin.
Caitlin,
And
yeah.
I will give you $1,000 if you can spell it.
So Caitlin,
can I guess?
usually is it's usually CAITLIN.
Yeah, well, this one I saw was CVIIILIN.
So Roman numerals for 8. Caitlin.
Roman numerals for 8. Do you want your kid back at school or what?
Get out. Get out. How annoying would it be for that kid for the rest of their life having to spell that out to somebody?
That's just not okay for anybody.
Oh, man.
All right,
Shame on those parents. Thank you, Christian.
Annie's given us a call from Laylaw Park. Hi, Annie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Annie.
Good. What's the unique spelling, Annie?
So when I first came to Australia, I was dating a guy called Christopher. And sorry about the noise
That's
in the
all right.
background.
Go on, Annie.
So I first started dating a guy called Christopher, and he said find me on Facebook, and I couldn't find him because his name was spelled Kristofer.
Double F.
Double F-E-R.
Like Christopher. Oh, my God.
Isn't there an actor, Christopher Christopherson, which is with a double F? Yes.
Yes, I think
And there's
there
also
is.
Christoph from the movie Frozen.
That's yes, the big unit.
The big guy with the big
guy.
jaw.
Yeah, massive
Beautiful.
jaw. He's
All right,
stunning.
Johnny from Campbelltown, tell us the common name and the weird spelling, John.
The common name was a kid at school. One of their my friends spelt the name Madeline.
Madeline, was it, John?
Yep, Madeline.
Yep.
And it was spelled M-A-D-E-L-O-N.
Madeline. Oh, you know what?
Madelon.
The only way we found out, we put gift tags on presents, and when we handed them out, that's when we found out that it was the wrong spelling.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, you're going to have to dig deep into this Madeline.
Johnny, you and your mates wouldn't have given her hell back in the day at all, would you, John?
No, mate. You know us, mate. No way.
We know you well, Johnny.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Alice and Langdon hanging out on your Friday morning. Ali, I wanted to bring this one up because this woman has had, her name's Emily, she's had a bit of a tough one. Have a listen to this.
Just been on a date with this guy. Got back and I was like, no, I'm really not feeling it. Just wasn't feeling it. So I thought I would be decent and I would send him a message. Just think, we're probably better off as friends, but, see you around, whatever. Are you actually ready for the message that he sent me? He has asked me to send him $6 for my coffee.
No.
Awesome.
That is great.
He's furious.
Oh, and who said romance is dead?
Do you know what I mean? Just having a crack. But if it doesn't go to plan...
It's the ultimate tight ass, 13 24 10 if you do have a story. Because I still have a mate that if we all go out to dinner together, before they come and say, before we get the bill, he will go, this is what I ordered and this is what I owe.
Nothing worse.
No. Why are you still friends with him?
Great question.
Well, it's and I think there's still a lot of people out there that are asking for petty money. Remember asking your mates for petrol money when you used to pick them up on your P's?
And then
You've gone back a while.
There was always the one. There was the one guy who had a little tin on the dashboard. There you go, mate. Just put a couple of coins in there. My sister went on a date one time with a doctor, and doctors traditionally make a lot of money. And when it came to paying the bill, he said, "Well, I think we should split it." And she didn't have any cash, and for some reason, she didn't have her purse on her, her wallet, and then he drove. So he drove her home to get her card, go to the ATM, get the money out for her share of the meal, and then dropped her home again.
I'm guessing she's not Mrs. Doctor such and such.
No. That never happened again. Isn't that extraordinary behaviour?
How are people so tight?
Why would you? Because you're ruining your reputation for the sake of a steak.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, a $6 coffee. I mean, let's talk about why coffees are $6.
Oh,
but
great question, mate. That's a current affair.
There was an ex-Swannies player that got 40
What's his name?
Got 40 Guernseys signed to take $5 grand off a car that he was buying.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, that got out because
Classic Jude Bolton.
Because the car, Bolts. It was Bolts. No, because the car dealership had about 5 of them up in the dealership, and someone walked in there one day and went, "What's going on here?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, this guy gave us a heap of them,
awesome,
to auction off, and we gave him a cheaper price on his car."
How good is that? Christy, hello.
Hi.
What's your story?
A few years ago, one of my friends asked if she could take me out for dinner. She didn't let me pick the restaurant. And then, so I ordered what I wanted, and then I got home and she texted me and said, "Can you transfer me the money for your dinner for your birthday?"
Christy, did you order lobster?
No, I didn't. And we went to some vegetarian place because she's veggie.
Oh, and it's your birthday.
What?
Yeah.
Are you still friends?
No.
It's tight, bums. You know what?
Good choice, Christy.
Some people are frugal. Remember we used to do Frugal Fitzy on this show, and I would teach you how to
all about those tight
replace blue tack with old chewing gum and stuff like that. That used to be really popular, Tom. Why did we stop doing that?
Well, I think you were the only one with suggestions.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Now, I don't want to throw this out there, but this is fact. Sydney Swans haven't beaten Port Adelaide in the last 8 outings. Now, you can try to get tickets, but tickets are exhausted. So if you want further tickets, if they become available, they will be released via Ticketek. And I tell you where it starts with that first ball up, that first bounce, and the man that will be getting his hand to it is Brodie Grundy.
Here he is, the big unit. Ready for the tap down.
Congratulations against GWS. That was one of the best games of football you've ever been involved with, Brodie?
100%. That was definitely the top two. The only thing that tops that was the 2018 prelim against Richmond. So, I've played over 200 games of footy, and that was definitely right up there, my top two. And the Swans fans, there's only probably 40,000, but they packed the SCG and they've been absolutely fantastic for us this year. So
it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, that was so loud. It was awesome.
I've been told that is the loudest that the SCG has ever been. To come back from being that far down was unbelievable. Let's talk about some of your teammates. We talk about superstitions and not changing your game plan leading up. You've had a week off, which is great. But what are some of the strangest superstitions that you've heard about teammates or that you have yourself there, bros?
Mine's pretty basic. Like, I like to have a nap.
Can you ever kip during that day of the game?
Yeah, I'll go down for like 2 hours.
Awesome.
Oh, my God.
But that's a great understanding of where you are mentally.
Yeah. Your body's like a battery, mate. You want it to be fully charged by the time you're...
So you're charging yourself, you're plugging yourself in, charging yourself up, knowing that you've got a big 4 quarters ahead of you.
Yeah, exactly. Then I'll then just get the clippers out and just make sure that jawline's nice
really
and tidy.
The beard.
Yeah, just look after the beard.
That's nice.
It's very much around look good, feel good, play good.
What is that? There's a tattoo in that. Bro, can we talk about your health routine? And part of that is your diet. So what's a day on the plate look like for Brodie Grundy?
Oh, Brodie Grundy day on a plate.
Yeah, activated almonds or...
Wait, that could be something, couldn't it? Well...
Grundy's grub.
Okay, so Thursday night I'll cook a chicken pesto pasta.
Nice.
Are you wearing your Guernsey at the time, or no? You're
nude. No, I'm not wearing my Guernsey, but I'm playing "Shake Down the Thunder from the Sky"
into Sweet Caroline.
Yeah, so
cheer the red and the white.
Interesting. Just gets me in the mood. So yeah, I'll eat that. Be on my way.
Boring. That's really interesting.
No activated almonds. No quinoa in there. No kale. I thought you would have.
What's your day off a plate? Like, you know how The Rock has cheat days, and The Rock will go, I'll have a cheat day.
That's a good idea. Yeah. We should do day off a plate.
Yeah, like when you don't have to watch your diet.
With Josh Adokar.
Right. What's your cheat meal when you don't have to, like, end of the season, let rip? What are you into?
Well, I'm very much big on convenience, so...
convenience?
Yeah,
commonly known as lazy.
So, McDonald's.
Yeah, so I've been big on having a bowl of Wheat Bix with half and half with sultanas the last...
wow, you're crazy, man.
But I've been having that as my lunch lately because I can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered organising anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, good to see the dietitian. The Swans working overtime.
You are so loose, mate. We are really excited, Broads. We want to say thank you so much for leading us into the finals and coming on the show quite a bit, Tommy. Can we get Brodie on again if Brodie makes it through to the GF? Can we have a chat to the big fella then?
Yeah. Are you up for that, Broads? Surely.
Mate, I'm going to be cooking up. I'm going to be listening to the Shake Down the Thunder. I'm busy now. I'm eating like Wheat Bix. I don't know if I can fit that in.
I would love to see you take on Geelong in the grand final.
Well, that's an early call.
I would love to see
It's an early call.
I'm going there, mate.
I still think Brisbane are still in the chase as well. But, Brodie, good luck against Port Adelaide and bring it home, mate. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm the Swannies.
All right. Thanks, bro.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Alison, there's an amazing moment that happens on this show every week. And Sydney hangs out for this moment.
You're selling. You're overselling. I don't even know what it is yet, but you're so overselling.
It's called riddle time. So I'll talk you through it, but I give a riddle out. 13, 24, 10 if you'd like to play along as well and have a crack at the riddle this morning. I'll give you a degree of difficulty as well. So we start with something easy. I would suggest degree is at 2 for this one.
Okay.
Here we go, guys. Everyone ready for the first riddle?
Yep.
What is harder to catch the faster you run?
A cold.
No.
Oh, what's that noise? We've run out of time.
No, that's when Fitzy gets it wrong.
Oh, okay.
What is harder to catch the faster you run?
Your shadow.
Your breath.
Alison Langdon, bang. Takes out the first riddle. Outstanding.
Excellent.
I reckon this is a 5 out of 10. Here we go. One night, a king and a queen went to a party, and they were the only ones there. The next day, 3 people left. How is that possible?
Playing poker? Was it a deck cards?
No.
Oh. King and a queen.
Tom looks puzzled.
Yeah, can you please repeat the riddle, Wippa?
Thank you for the opportunity to share. One night, a king and a queen went to a party, and they were the only ones there. The next day, 3 people left.
She gave birth.
It was a really wild night.
It's obvious.
No.
It's obvious
That
she
could
was
be
pregnant.
true.
No, not the case. Not the case. I'm going to reword it. One night, a king and a queen went to a party, and they were the only ones there. Well, buzz in with your answer.
One night in heaven. Yeah, it's a night.
It's a night.
Spelled K-N.
Good stuff, Whip.
We should have got that, guys.
Yeah. Come on.
Lift your game.
I need you thinking.
Need to be better.
Okay, what about this one? You're a 9 out of 10 here. This is a tough one. 4 men sat down to play in a casino. They played for cash, not for fun, with a separate score for everyone. When it came to square accounts, they had all made fair amounts. No one had lost and they all had gained. Can you explain?
Well, they walked out even. They got on a roulette wheel. And
No,
walked out
Ryan
with the same
James.
amount of money you paid.
No.
You know what I like? How Wippa's just walking around like a peacock. It's like, mate, you've got the answer written in front of you. You're not smarter than us.
But that's me leaving the moment to let you think.
Was it the croupier? Was it the people that were working at the casino?
No. I'll go again for you.
Oh, well, that's the right answer.
No, it's not.
Really?
No, that's an answer. It's not the right answer.
Money.
That is a answer, not the answer. 4 men sat down to play in a casino. They played for cash and not for fun, with a separate score for everyone. When it came to square accounts, they had all made fair amounts. No one had lost and they had all had gained. Can you explain?
Were they a band playing at the casino?
Ryan James! Yeah! You are spot on, mate. They were musicians. A separate score, everybody.
Oh.
What we do now, Ali, is we take our favourite caller for the week. Her name is Mandy. She's from Mascot. Hello, Mandy.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome, Alison, to Riddle Time.
Thank you, Mandy. I'm looking forward to yours.
Go ahead, Mandy.
Right, the sun bakes me, the hand breaks me, the foot treads me, the mouth tastes me. What am I?
Oh, say it again.
The sun breaks me. The sun breaks me?
No, the sun bakes me.
Bakes me. Yep.
Oh, sorry, bikes me.
Bites me. Okay. Sun bites me. Go ahead again, Mandy.
No, the sun bakes me.
Oh,
the sun
bakes me. The sun bakes me.
Yeah, it's the accent, yeah.
The hand breaks me.
The hand breaks me.
Yeah.
The foot treads me. The mouth tastes me. What am I?
The mouth tears me.
Tastes me.
Tastes me.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
tough one for Yorkshire.
This is a very good one, is it? 'Cause you can't understand me.
Are you an alcoholic, man?
Grapes.
Oh, Alison, well done.
She nailed it. Prize is in the post, Ali. Mandy, thank you. Have a cracking weekend, all right?
Love you, bye.
Bye.
The Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. Yeah. All right, it's time for 60 Second Starts. Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing. Now.
Save big this September at Sydney City Kia Alexandria with 3 years free servicing. Don't miss out while stocks last. T's and C's apply.
Alison Langdon in today. She's up against a listener. Now, this is 60 seconds on the clock, Ali. If you get one wrong, the power goes over to the other person. Whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds. $100 in the Skyrocket, and also you go into the running for a brand new Kia Sportage SX Hybrid. Have you played this game before? Do you play along in your car sometimes?
I mean, you listen to the show every day.
I know how this game works, and it's all about strategy.
Isn't it?
You know, well, yeah.
What's the strategy you're going with?
Well, maybe hand it over.
Oh, okay.
That's my tactic if I don't know our answer. I'm going to pretend that it was deliberate.
Hand it over.
Should work. You're up against Lisa in Concord. Lisa, you're working from home this morning with a bit of help from your daughter?
Yes, I am.
All right, good luck today, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. Do you want to start, Lisa?
I will. I'm going to use your strategy as well. Just
All right, Lisa, your daughter can help you out. You can put it on speakerphone. You've got 60 seconds. All right, your 60 seconds, girls. It starts now. Who sings the song Teenage Dream, Lisa?
Katy Perry.
That is correct. What is the middle colour in a traffic light?
Amber.
Amber is correct. Who won the Logie for the best news/current affairs presenter this year?
Ali Langdon.
Yes! Hey, what do OPSM sell?
Glasses.
That is correct. What animal is King Kong, Lisa?
Gorilla.
Yep. What boy's name is also a popular variant of a margarita cocktail?
Ooh.
Too long, sorry, Lisa.
It's Tommy's over to Ali. Ali, who will the Swannies take on in the prelim tonight?
Oh, Port.
That is correct. An Indian lamb curry is called a Rogan what?
Josh.
Yes. Which actor is famous for saying wow?
Wow. Matthew McConaughey.
No, it's Owen Wilson. Over to Lisa. Lisa, what month do Earth, Wind and Fire have a famous song about?
Doesn't matter. Lisa, you've got it. Alison Langdon. She's confused her wow with an all right.
Oh, he says all right. Oh, well done, Lisa. Well deserved.
Hey, Lisa, you got $100 here in the running for a brand new Kia. Have a great weekend.
Great, thank you.
Oh, Alison Langdon stumbles at the last minute.
All right. Oh,
there it is.
Same,
different. Thank you for coming in today.
It's been so much fun. Thanks for having me. I leave a loser.
Tommy, we must remove all losers from the studio.
Be gone, please.
We have a non-loser policy in here. So Alison Langdon, get out.
Why are you still here, Wippa?
What do you mean?
You can catch Ali every night on A Current Affair at 7 o'clock on Channel 9. Love you, Ali. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Ali.
This is the Fitzy and Wippa with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Pants on. Just quick change during the song. Shaun Micallef is our next guest. There is a show called Shaun Micallef's Origin Hang on a minute, let's just do my belt. Origin Odyssey. And
so I walk in and I see Wippa putting his trousers on. I'm thinking, now what kind of show was it this morning?
This is a different sort of show.
I think he's actually dressing up for the interview, Shaun. That's what it looks like.
Trousers this is very formal whenever we speak to Shaun Micallef.
Shaun, you used to have trousers off for Vega back in the day, didn't you?
We did. It was a relaxed show, and now they've moved to smooth. It's all even underpants on. Standards have been raised enormously.
Oh, my God.
Can we talk about this, Shaun? Because I'm fascinated by this. Did you use Wippa to get a free trip over to Switzerland? Because it is a magnificent part of the world. But can you tell us more about Wippa's episode? What have we got to look forward to?
This was a great trip. Fitzy, I got to tell you, Wippa's a great guy. I think you'll enjoy working with him.
Well said. It's been 14 years, Shaun.
At some point,
bring you up to speed.
Well, I had to, we were really hothouse. We only spent 4 days together, 4 or 5 days together. Yeah. You guys have spent 14 years together. Yeah. But I think you're only doing a few hours a day, whereas I spending 24 hours a day with him. And I feel like I've had that 14 years in those 4 days.
All jam-packed into 4 days of power.
It was great.
Shaun, it seems It was a great time, don't get me wrong, but it felt like a bit of a desperate effort to try and spend time with me. Shaun's created this format, Shaun Micallef's Origin Odyssey, just so he can get to know people and pretend that he's got some new friends. And so much so that I learnt about their family history. So anyway, mate, it was an honour to be part of it.
It was, and I got to say, it wasn't so much about me, this trip. It wasn't even so much about you, but it was about Switzerland. Because I'd always wanted to go there, and I never really... It's so far away and so quite expensive to go there. It's very, very expensive. Lots of money. So I thought the only way really I could justify, I reverse engineered the whole thing, just so I could go to visit Charlie Chaplin's house in Geneva. Wippa came along. I mean, he wasn't very interested. And in fact, we cut it out. We spent of the 4 days we spent shooting, one of the days... and a lot of travel we spent going to Geneva to visit Charlie Chaplin's house, and it's just not in the show.
But at least you've got it for your own personal collection.
Oh, yeah, that was the point. Yeah.
My mind races immediately to chocolate as well. You think of Lindt, you think of Toblerone in Switzerland. But I heard that there was an incident with some chocolate fondue. What happened? What happened there?
No, it was about the cheese fondue.
Oh, was it a cheese fondue?
That was the problem. If it was chocolate fondue, it would have been fine, Wippa, I think. Our dinner. Wippa took me out to dinner. I think it's very nice of him, and I saw it. It's your town, I said. Money's no object, so Wippa took me to a place that served only cheese.
How's the smell?
Smells like cheese. Is the cheese hot in the mouth?
Right. Maybe it's been boiling a little bit longer than I thought.
Right.
It's really strong. It's very strong, isn't it? It really kicks into gear.
Now,
you can tell how it won't be leaving your breath for a very, very long time.
But I'm pretty much done with it.
Right, okay.
And if it's not melted cheese, everything else is crumbed. And, I was trying to be a proud citizen and show Shaun around this wonderful country, except, I don't know what it was, but the customer service there, they just weren't all that happy to see us.
Well, look, it increasingly got worse. And as I say, we're only there for 4 days. Wippa only had one change of clothes. I suspect...
Oh, is that what it was?
I don't think you were appropriately dressed for any of the restaurants.
Oh, now I understand.
Yes. Did he tell you the story about his grandfather? What was the first train ride? Was it...
Well, the first train ride from Switzerland to Italy.
Yes.
I mean, we looked into that as part of the story. I don't know if it made the edit, Shaun. There was some...
Oh, you haven't seen it? You haven't seen it?
No, I'm waiting to watch it with my dad.
Oh, yeah, no, that's in.
Okay, because there was some confusion around the dates as well.
There was a bit of confusion, but we went. We were a couple of detectives. We were Holmes and Watson on this one. We spent most of the time talking about trains, being on trains. We found there was you remember this, Wippa? We found a photograph of your great grandfather,
Anton Wipfli.
What?
Yes.
We found out his name. I don't think Wippa.
We didn't know his name.
Anton.
And no one had ever seen a photo of him before.
Well, do you know, Wippa, originally they were going to call Wippa, it wasn't going to be Michael Shaun, it was going to be Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul Wipfli was what Christine and John wanted to go with originally.
That's a much better name. We missed an opportunity there, Wippa. We could have gone to the registry office. We could have put a name.
Had it tattooed on your back.
Yeah.
Do you know?
We'd have to do. There's a lot of money for Nova to change all the advertising hoardings, though, isn't it?
All the marketing.
Again, I think and this is true of Wippa's episode. And Wippa's episode is really, really interesting because it was the first one we shot. It's not the first one we're seeing. It's the first one we shot. So really, Wippa and I worked out what the show was on the run, didn't we, Wippa? We'd never met each other. Fitzy, you might not have seen this side of him, but he's a very generous person to work with. And really, together, we've worked out the show, Wippa. So I see you as sharing the IP with me.
Thank you,
and if there's any money coming my way, I will send a bit of it your way.
Thank you, done. That is beautiful. Well done. That's teamwork right there.
Shaun Micallef's Origin Odyssey. It premieres Tuesday on SBS and SBS On Demand, and you can catch Wippa's episode Tuesday, 1st of October. Shaun Micallef, thank you very much for coming on the show, buddy.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Wippa. I'll see you next time.
Sweet kisses. Send the money.
Bye.
Fits in Wippa with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.